Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, I have been thinking a lot about what I want to do, my strategy going forward, and I just had the absolute best time when I was doing my solar system series and being able to provide fun facts along the way. So, now that I've had my 1 year fluid artiversary, meaning I started just a year ago, I'm thinking about rebranding from the artsy amateur to something else. Now, because I've been at it for a year, I feel like I can graduate from amateur. I couldn't think of any really cool titles that had intermediate. So I'm still thinking about things, but I really loved providing fluid art plus education. So I think that's kind of the path that I'm going to start taking. You might see the channel title of my name change a little bit. I'll make an announcement and a video about it, but I just wanted to give my viewers on YouTube a heads up. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. Who knows, in a year I might change my mind to something else, but I thought, combining fluid art with education, there's so many topics and I love to be inspired for my painting. So I'm just, all the ideas in my head are just, about to pop out because there's so many. So having said that, this weekend is daylight savings time. So I figured I would do a daylight savings inspired pour. And as we walk through these beautiful autumn sunset colors, I thought, hey, we could have some fun facts about daylight savings time too. And I actually learned a few things that I did not know. So today I'm working on a 24 by 24 inch level 3 gallery wrapped canvas from Artist Loft. It's a lot to say. And for my technique, so what I want to do is I want to do kind of like an autumn sky and sunset, like just right before dusk. And then come down here, take the tape off, and then kind of do more of like a dare I say, cornfield rolling hill kind of thing down here. So we'll see how that turns out. But for the top, I have my colors here. I have just a Amsterdam titanium white. I have a bright yellow that is a combo of primary yellow and yellow oxide from Liquitex Basics. This color is the cashew color that I love so much. So it's from Master's Touch. It's called Cashew. So it's a beautiful kind of warm orange. This one is a custom color that I made that combined the cashew and the fall crimson from Liquitex Basics. And then for the outside of everything, I just have a bunch of leftover paints that I've been dying to use up. So, so that's for my top colors. I'm going to make my bottom colors after I do my top, just so I don't have to keep mixing them and whatnot. But all right, let's get started. Okay, first fun fact about daylight savings time is that it originated back in 1916 during World War I, where everybody was trying to save energy. So they thought if they could offset the time that people were working and warring, for that matter, they could save on natural light and energy. So this is contrary, because what I was always told was that the farmers really wanted daylight savings time so they could, work a little bit earlier in the day and then end their day. That's actually not true. Yeah, I thought that's what I grew up. That's what I grew up hearing, and that's not true. So actually, the farmers had an issue with it when it first came out. So, yep, World War I, and Germany was the very first country to adopt it. So we'll stop there for that fun fact. Germany, 1916, just starting all sorts of things with World War I. That's fun. Might as well change the time as well. But I thought that was interesting. Okay, let's start. I'm going to basically make it look like a semicircle sun, and then we're going to blow it out this way. So I'm going to start with my white. Let me give this a little mixy mix here because it's been sitting just for a minute. Now I did add a little bit Australian Floetrol to this, so we could have some potentials, but I'm just going to put a tiny little bit in the middle here because I don't want a lot of cells. And then most of this is going to be this beautiful yellow here. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to blow her all out. So just kind of the idea of a semicircle sun here. All right. Okay, then beyond that, we're going to come in with our cashew. And these are going to get to be thinner lines as we go out because obviously the radius is getting bigger. Okay. This red color is so beautiful. I'm hoping it does well. But yes, daylight savings time. So right now, I mean, most of you have probably heard this, but it is fall back and spring ahead, meaning in fall this weekend, we're going to be setting our clocks backwards. So we actually are getting daylight earlier in the day. So spring ahead, fall back. The benefit of fall back, okay, it sucks that you lose light at the end of the night, but you do get to sleep in an hour later. So that's always exciting. Okay. Let me just kind of move this up a little bit, spread it out. Okay. All right, and then I think we're pretty good with quantity, but I am definitely going to add some dark purpley red on the outside here. Definitely on the corners especially, because I think we're going to have to go all the way out to the corners. But it's so nice to use up all this extra old paint that I used to have lying around. It's really nice to use that up. All right, let's hope that's enough. If we have to make more, we will. But I think that is going to be a lot. All right, so fun, my video cut out partway through, but you can see I took a blow dryer and blowed all this out. I ripped the tape off and then I just added some colors down here and swiped them with a palette knife. So, don't worry, I'm getting a new camera that has a lot better memory and video quality. So, all right, let's see how this one dries. Okay, so here we are with dried results, and I'm sorry my camera cut out before you could actually see the process. That's just what happens sometimes, technical issues, and I didn't realize it till after, but this came out really cool. A little bit different than I was expecting, but I'll bring you in close up. It looks like it's glowing, right? It's really neat. I'm excited about how these colors blended up here. Now, what I'll say is it's very textured, and I wasn't planning on that, but I actually think it adds a lot of cool factor. So we have like the sun coming up through this pink and then going out to some of that dark red. And then for the bottom here, yep, just rolling hills or fields, but I think this will be another fun one to attempt again. Just a similar process, just I'll actually record it next time. But so last few fun facts about daylight savings time. I live here in central Pennsylvania, so it's interesting to me who celebrates or practices, if you will, daylight savings time and who doesn't. So not every state in the United States partakes. Arizona does not do daylight savings time. And even in my state of Pennsylvania, the Amish community does not change their clocks. So they're always on just standard time. And then other countries like Japan and China and India, they also do not observe it. So it just makes for a hot mess. I mean, it's already hard enough to hard enough to plan your travels and go to different time zones, and then you got daylight savings time to worry about, and whew, I don't know, maybe someday we'll all get lucky and we'll make it more simple. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel for upcoming fun fact videos. I have one planned for next weekend that I'm really excited about, so I would love to share that with you. All right, don't forget to turn those clocks back if you're in daylight savings time zone. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much.